Hey guys, what's going on? Here at the Border Midget, bringing another episode of Destiny: The Road to All Exotics, episode 9. In this episode, I'll be detailing you how to get the Sleeper Stimulant. And the first part of the Sleeper Stimulant quest is to get 4 random parts from ads, just randomly killing it. It will be like a legendary material you can put to give to the gunsmith, so give to Banshee 44. You just randomly get these drops from killing ads, so there's no set thing you have to do. Just randomly kill ads and hope to God that they'll drop, and it will just do it in the background. You can just do like another quest, another exotic, but once you pick up all 4 pieces, go to Banshee, and each time you pick up a piece, you can go to Banshee and turn it in for some rep. So once you do that, there will be a new mission available to you on Earth. So once you go into orbit, there will be a new mission that will give you an indication that it's new. It will be called the First Firewall, and it's a level 41 quest, and it should open up once you get all 4 pieces and turn it into Banshee. Basically, it's a new, or like a little modified story of one of the story missions dealing with Rasputin, where you Omnio for the first time, or like one of the first times. So there'll be no audio telling you what to do. Just make your way towards the war mine. So just speedrun through it. There'll be no ads spawning in at first, but don't worry about it. So once you make it to the controls, there'll be a little objective marker called survive. So just survive the Orcs' onslaught. So there'll be a bunch of knights, basically like a whole football team full of knights. Just take those guys on, and there'll be like a couple hive knights, taken knights, and just all in a line, and they will spawn in a line towards you. So it will take a while for them to get their aggro on you and start attacking. But so use that time to actually attack them and lower their health, because they do a lot of damage towards you if they are there. All of them are attacking you all at once. So make sure you have a good special weapon or heavy weapon to use against them that has a lot of ammo. Make sure you have some stints. So race through these. There will be a couple of waves spawning in, around 4 to 5 waves. So these, just what I did was go to the side of them and just pick them off as they spawn. So the Taken Knights are pretty easy to kill since they don't have shields, but the regular Hive Knights are kind of hard to kill since they all have arc shields. So you might want to have a arc special weapon. So if you have the Hero Defiance of Yasmin, that does more damage to Taken, and since it has, most of the time I get Defiance of Yasmin, it has a arc damage, so you can take out their shields and mostly one-shot the Knights. So once you're done with killing all the waves of ads, and Ultra spawns in. So you should have your super saved up by now. So use that and use all the heavy ammo you can take. So this boss isn't hard to kill at all. So just pick them off one by one. You don't have to worry about all the ads spawning. Just survive and make sure you kill this Ultra Knight. So once you do that, he will drop a item, which is called the Curious Transceiver. So pick that up, and that is a quest item that you should go into your inventory. And once you press triangle, you have to input a passcode. So follow the passcode that you see on screen right now. So the order of the Hive Knight, or the knights that spawned in, is the order of the Curious Transceiver actually. So if it's a Hive Knight you see in the first set, that's 1. If it's a Taken Knight, that's 2, which is a bottom symbol. So just input the symbols. You can find the easier guide on YouTube to find. And once you do that, you have to do it 4 times. And once you do that, you will get a new quest, which is to speed run another rendition of Arcade Stash. So in this quest, you will have 4 minutes to get to the top of the tower. So speed run through that. You don't have to kill any ads at all, so you can just speed run and walk past all the ads. They aren't really hard to kill or damage you that much, so you don't have to worry about that. So just speed run through the level, watch your step, and try not to wipe. I don't know if it resets as soon as you wipe, but be careful about that. So once you get to the top, you will have to kill 3 wizards. Once you kill the wizards, and you will get a new item. So once you're at the top, again, open this chest and it will activate the event where you have to kill 3 wizards. Each one spawns on each of the platforms. So the first one spawns in the middle, the second one spawns at the right, and the second one spawns to the left, I believe, or vice versa, actually. The second one spawns at the left, and the second one spawns at the right, or the third one spawns at the right. And once you kill all 3 of the wizards, it will drop a Ikelos fusion core for you once you're done with the mission. And that is the next step of getting the sleeper stim. So if you go to your inventory and press triangle, there are actually multiple things you have to do to actually complete this fusion core. So if you look at the bottom 3, you will see that it says Warsat and either Moon, Terra, and Mars. So obviously you have to defend a Warsat on each of these planets. Terra meaning Earth, and Moon, and Mars. And another one is dealing with heavy weapons, so you have to dismantle a couple heavy weapons. And another one dealing with a ionized shell, which you have to complete the mission Archive on Venus, but I'll get to that later. So the top right mission you have to do is dismantle a heavy weapon. It could be any heavy weapon at all, but to be safe I use a Taken King legendary heavy weapon, which was one of the swords because I can buy one back. And from dismantling one of the heavies I got a heavy power coupling, and once you get one of the items you just press X on one of the objectives that you got onto the Icalis fusion core, and that's basically it. So the top left one is finishing the mission Archive, and once you do that you get an ionized shell. So once you get that item, just go into your inventory and press X on the objective marker, and the next step is to get the Warsat, which is one of the longest and most annoying parts of getting the sleeper sim. So on Moon, Earth, and Mars, there are certain spots where Warsats appear, but on Moon you can go to spawn or to the Archer's line, which is to the right of spawn, and just hopefully just wait for a Warsat to appear. So it's a public event, so there will be an app where it's Destiny Public Tracker, where it can give you an idea of where public events will spawn in, when or where it will spawn in. So it doesn't give you an exact number or an exact estimate, but it just gives you like an idea of like this possibly this area can spawn in, because every public event happens in every around 15 minutes. So just camp all the areas. It will take a while, but Earth is the most annoying planet to do. Moon and Mars is pretty like common because Warsat's pretty common there. I don't know why. So on Moon, I just got it pretty easily. It will just take a minute. So don't worry about it. It's not actually pretty hard to do. The only hard part is just waiting, having the patience to actually do this. So got mine on Moon, got mine on Mars, and the hard part was actually Earth, because on Earth there were many areas where a Warsat could spawn in, but in most of the areas that a Warsat can spawn in, multiple public events could happen, like eliminate the extraction crew or eliminate a target. So in this instance, I was in the Forgotten Shore, and luckily a Warsat spawned in because I was in a rotation where I went to the Skywatch, to the Moth Yards, and to this place, because that's what there are the three most likely places where a public event with a Warsat happens. And Skywatch, a public event doesn't happen often, but that's the only place where a Warsat will drop for that area. No other public event will spawn. The only thing is just in the Moth Yards and the Forgotten Shore, other public events will spawn and not actually the Warsat. But once you get all 5 parts, just turn it into Banshee, and you just have to wait. Again. What the fuck is this guy with waiting? But you don't have to wait a whole week, you just have to wait till the next day. So once the next day arrives, just go to the Banshee. He will have a quest for you, is to finish a variation of the Fallen Saber Strike. So just to set the quest, go to orbit, and just finish the quest. It is matchmaking, the strike is matchmaking, so you don't have to worry about finding other people, but it's not that heavily populated, not a heavily populated strike. But once you kill the Fallen Saber, you will have a part to the Sleeper Stim, and you can turn that into Banshee for more rep, and he just gives you the gun. And that's basically it. So that's how you get the Sleeper Stim, everybody. So you just turn in the Sleeper Stim part from the boss, and you get the Sleeper Stim. And yeah, it's a pretty good gun, but I already have it, so I'm just gonna dismantle it. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Very good.